I'm back. Oh dear me, thank you ever so much for everybody's messages for last week. I do apologise, but I'll explain all that later. Oh dear me, I'm popping out shopping. Not to a couple of places. It's Glenn's birthday today, so he's off today, tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Thursday is the big Vlogmas. I can't wait. So I'll be back up in the workroom in a bit. See you soon. Well, hello, and I'm back from the shopping. It's beautiful outside today, so made the most of that and went and popped out for a little bit. So first of all, let's say welcome. This is Little Workroom Crafts. I'm Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 28th of November 2022, and this is episode number 130. It's going to be quite a long one because I missed last week, which I do apologise for, but I will explain all that in a moment. But as you can imagine, having a week of not showing you bits, there's quite a lot of finishes. 1, 2, 3, and one that I've actually already been given, which I can't, I've got to take a photograph of, unfortunately, but I will tell you about it. So that's 4 complete finishes. A new cast on. So, yeah, there is a busy episode, this episode. We also have a nice, and there is some more nices downstairs, but you are all going to find out about those on Thursday when it's the first Vlogmas. Okay then, is there anything else? Oh yes, and we have an old section popping back up this morning, which is what I have found in the charity shop, because yes, I was naughty this morning, but you know, couldn't resist these. I was meant to be there. Okay then, right, so first of all, I'll do a quick explanation on what happened last Monday. I was up here in my room and I'd finished doing a commission that I'd asked to make some bags for somebody, and I'd just got in the shower and I heard Glenn downstairs like panicking on the phone, and I thought, oh no, what's happened? So I quickly got out the shower, and his mum, bless her heart, had fell over outside in the town that she lives in, or you know, on her own, bless her heart, and banged her head. So yeah, you know, and we live about, on a good day you can get there at half an hour, but you know, normally it's about 40 minutes drive, and I'm the only one that drive in the family down here this end. So quickly got in the car, the pair of us. I phoned up my Rebecca, because my Rebecca lives closer than what we do, and I said, are you in today? And she said, no, we're having carpets fitted, but they've just been done. So, and I explained what happened. So she quickly left the flat and ran up. While she was running up, her mobile phone fell out the pocket and smashed. It all happened. It really did all happen. But thank goodness the ambulance came. They were really, really good. They really were good. And they stayed with her, and Rebecca was there until we got there, so she had a friendly face. And I stayed in the car park, let Glenn out, and he quickly went over to where she was. And yeah, you know, they checked her out for concussion and everything else, as they do. Rebecca went and brought her a sausage roll and that, I think it was, because her sugar levels had gone down. And yeah, I reckon that was the shock. But yeah, you know, but bless her heart, the lump on her head. Ooh. But luckily, I will say, so the ambulance crew were absolutely brilliant, and they drove her to the car park where I was with Rebecca and Glenn, and they let us take her home, so she didn't have to go anywhere near the hospital. And yeah, so we took her home on the condition that we stayed with her for 3 hours or more, to make sure everything was okay. And yeah, so we had lunch and that, and a good chat. But she's absolutely fine. So Glenn phoned her up the next morning, and we expected to have one of her migraines, but touch wood, she was fine. And on the next day, so that had been Tuesday, she was talking to Glenn saying, "Oh, I think I'm going to go to Marks and Spencer's tomorrow." And Glenn said, "No, you're not." He said, "Just slow down." Please, just slow down. Oh, dear me. So, it's the rushing around, and then I got a migraine. Top it all off. And yeah, so, and then Rebecca managed to get hold of a cold. So there you go. But yeah, so we were all, it's a week of up and down. So I thought, well, obviously I couldn't record anything on Monday because I wasn't here. And then on Wednesday, for what have you been up to Wednesday? Because there is a lot that's come through, which is absolutely brilliant. I just wasn't in the right frame of mind. So anyway, that will be coming up on Wednesday. And obviously on Thursday, it is the 1st of Vlogmas. So yeah, nice surprise on Thursday coming as well. So that'll be really cool. But yeah, thank goodness his mum is fine. Everybody is fine. We've all, chilled out now after the worry. And yeah, so thank you ever so much to everybody that got in contact with me. Bless your hearts. So it really, really did mean a lot to all of us. So thank you ever so much. Okay then, right then. So that is basically what happened last week. I was glad when today arrived, really. Okay then, right. So as I said, there is a lot to get through today because I did miss a week, but it can't be helped. These things do happen. Right then, and obviously, everybody's preparing for Christmas. I went out, as I say, this morning and wish I'd have stayed at home because it's just manic outside. Out there in the real world, not here in my little bubble. But there we go. Little Elmy is as mischief as ever. He is really getting into everything. So I dread to think what he's going to be like on Sunday when we trim up the tree and everything downstairs. So that's going to be a bit interesting, I reckon. So that's going to be his first Christmas here, and we'll see what happens. Oh dear me, we will see what happens. Oh gosh. Right then, okay, so I think that's about it for the intro. As I say, life, unfortunately. Okay then, right, so let's hop right into the craft, shall we? First of all, the crochet, because that's on my list. So I've put all the knitting on top of it, which is not very sensible, is it? Rebecca's extra Christmas present blanket is finished. I am so chuffed with this. Oh, it's really, really big, so I might have to put it on the bed and take a photograph of it that way and put it either at the beginning or the end, or see what happens. But yeah, this is what I did. It's absolutely massive. She's gonna love it. Absolutely love it. So I used up the Stylecraft special that I had, well, within these colours. As you can see, I've got more there, and used up all of the black, I will say. And I did my good old favourite crab stitch round the outside for the border, because I just think a crab stitch just finishes off a blanket so nicely. It really, really does. Yeah, it's just Granny's, as you can see, but she's just gonna like the colour pops, I think, in it with the black, because I don't normally work with black. I don't really know why I had so many balls of black, but anyway, I haven't now because I don't use black. So, and were brought years ago. I must have had something in mind for them, but yeah, so that is it. But as I say, it's a big old blanket and she is going to love it. So that is an extra. Oh, I've just found an end. I thought I'd got all them. Look at that. I thought I'd been a good girl. I'll snip that off in a minute. I'll leave that because that's been sewn in. I just forgot to snip it off. So right then, so that is that finished, and I am itching to get a hook in my hand. But I know for Christmas my Glenn, bless him, has got me the fireside kit from Attic 24 from Lucy, and I just can't I can't start something knowing I've got that coming up. You know, let's face it, it's not long now, is it? 3 weeks, you know, so I'm really itching, so I've got nothing on the hook at the moment. Oh, and quickly, just before, I will say anything I do mention today will be down in the description box, and anywhere you can find me will also be down in the description box. Okay then, right, so that is the crochet finished. The knitting I did, if you remember last time I was actually recording and I said, oh, there's a message just come through. I'm being asked if I could knit a sockhead hat, black. So anyway, I did it, but unfortunately I forgot to take a photograph, and I gave it to Glenn to take in to his work colleague, and he forgot to take a photograph. So it's just a plain black sockhead hat. Okay, sockhead in one word. It's amazing hat. I've lost count how many I've knitted in the past, and this is the second black one, I will say. And I don't enjoy black, as you just heard about the blanket, but it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I tell you what, it's amazing. I don't think there's many knitters out there that hasn't actually knit one, or at least, you know what I mean, one. So I used for this lady that asked me to knit it was the West Yorkshire spinners, because I do like knitting them in the West Yorkshire spinners, and it is just their plain black signature 4-ply sock yarn, and it's actually called Littleworkroomcrafts. Yeah, it's a 75/25, and I tell you what, it knitted up lovely. Unfortunately, as I say, I can't show you, which is a bit of a pain really, but yeah, this is what I had left over from 100-gram ball, because I did have to do the extra large. But do you know what I mean? It was absolutely brilliant, and she said to Glenn it's exactly what she wanted. So yeah, so I'm sure I will use this for the old heel toes and that if needed. Or I could actually use that, because Christine Perry, she did the, oh, what's it called, mosaic socks, didn't she? And I knitted 2 pairs of them, and with the, I didn't do one, get your words out, woman. I didn't do one with the black. No, I didn't. So I could actually see if I could get hold of there, because they've got a bright tropical, I think. And that would look pretty smart. So yeah, I'll get used up anyway. It really will get used up. Okay then, also finished 2 pairs of socks. I know. Right, so first of all is mine. I should really have my sock blockers, but they've all got socks on them at the moment. The gingerbread West Yorkshire spinners again, 75/25. And this was using Jules from So Sweet Violet's vanilla sock pattern for her heel. It's a nice heel. I do like the heel, I will say. But you'll see why I've changed my mind on the second pair. But with the green, the pop of green I bought there and there, which yet again is another West Yorkshire Spinners. And, oh, we haven't got a name on this one. We did on the black. I can never tell which is their die long, which is, it's got, if I put that there and you can see the numbers, that would be better, because it's a brighter green than that. It really is a lot brighter, like a pea green, I'd say, in real life. So, and I love this gingerbread, absolutely love it. Oh, it's just, I don't know, it's got to be my favourite yarn yet. It really, really has. So these are my Christmas Day socks. Then with what I had left over from this ball, I added in the onion yarn. I love this, absolutely love it. I've knitted a whole pair of socks in 2 pulls of this that I brought from Edinburgh when I went up there to the Edinburgh Yarn Festival. And this is a nettle sock yarn. This was gifted to me by a lovely viewer, and has this got a colour is 1013. There is the colour. And yes, so it's a nettle sock. sock yarn in natural fibres, 70% wool and 30% nettle fibres, and it's so soft. It really is soft. And this is the colour, beautiful pink. I kept having in my mind that this was calling out for a pink contrast. Don't ask me why. I'm glad I stuck with it though. And this is just an undyed bit of skein that I had left over. So these are Rebecca's Christmas Day socks. I actually finished these ones off yesterday, and yep, that would be another one for her stocking. So what I did is I did put the pink here, and then obviously the gingerbread, and I did with the, what's it called, magic loop, I actually did the heel flap and gusset. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And this obviously is a bit of the onion yarn, and then I finished off with the gingerbread, and this is what I have left. This is all I have left, so I will be thinking of something else to do with that. I'm sure I could get a short, add something with it and do some shorties or something. So yeah, so these are Rebecca's. Right, now heel flap and gusset. Now these socks have actually been done with using 2 different techniques. Now I looked through my books because I thought I do like the heel flap and gusset. I like the look of it. I like how thick it comes up and everything. And I really, really would like to have done it on the magic loop. So anyway, I was doing, obviously as I do, my research. And I was looking through my books, and there was pictures, but they weren't explaining enough for me to understand in a way. So I thought, right, good old YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. So I went to this one that I normally always go to for everything. And normally I will say she's so good, but I ain't gonna say who she was, but I say you can't tell which one it was, but one of these socks was done in her way, and I thought this just doesn't feel right to me. It's more fiddly. You're creating another step where I'm sure it doesn't need to be there. So anyway, so I did it and carried on, and I actually did the gusset, and I thought, shall I rip it back and try another way or what? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't. I carried on. So then on the second sock, which I will say does look neater, this was the second sock, I will say does look neater. I followed the crazy sock lady. Do you know what I mean? Her tutorials are absolutely amazing, and she does one on just magic loop. So I've had a couple of messages of ladies asking about the heel that they get with the magic loop. They get so far, and then when it comes to the heel flap and gusset, they do struggle a bit. They get a bit confused. Go over to, is it, oh, what's her name? Is it Kate? Why have I got Kate in my head? I don't know. A crazy sock lady. She does individual tutorials, one for the magic loop, one for DPNs, and that is actually where I actually got to do the pick up the DPNs, and obviously the mini circulars. And you know, she's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and the way she shows how to do this heel flap and gusset is amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Any other knitter that's probably been doing it on those needles for years will go, well, yeah, it's simple. Yeah, it is. Now I know how to do it. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely go to her. That's all I can say, because brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I do have somewhere around here. I don't know what I've done with it. It might be in the cupboard. Because he's next door. It's his birthday today. So I have got another ball of the gingerbread, so I'm going to be casting on a pair for him, so all 3 of us on Christmas Day will have our own socks. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, just so you know, this is the West Yorkshire Spinners signature floor ply sock yarn in their Christmas edition gingerbread for this year. Amazing, absolutely, I've loved it, absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's what I've had finished. So it's not bad really, is it? A crochet blanket, 2 pairs of socks, and a sockhead hat in black. So yeah. Also, yesterday I was up here and I managed to actually make myself a tweed bag. I've been itching to get one of these for so long, and I just haven't had the time. And I said to Glenn yesterday, I said, right, that's it, I'm going upstairs and I'm actually going to make one. I said, but the reason I am going upstairs is I've got something in my head that needs to come out in fabric. So anyway, I sent a little video over to my friend Teresa to see what, her opinion, because bless her heart, she's so good at giving me her opinions, and I really do appreciate them. I really do. And I said, what do you think of this? And so anyway, this I'm going to show you. With now, I'm doing the, let's make sure I get the right one out. There we go. I'm doing the magic loop for my socks because I'm not having no pain in my thumb, nothing at all. I'm having no marks in my fingers. All that is cleared up. It's absolutely brilliant. I don't know why I didn't persist. Anyway, I do now. You know, I've done it now. So I have actually, I thought to myself, it's keeping your work on your needles while it's in your project bag. And I know that a lot of people, because I know that I've made them for some people, is use the DPN cozies. But to me, the DPN cozies, they're actually sealed both ends, ain't they? And I thought, well, surely that must push your cable down. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, this is all new to me. So I had in my head, there's got to be a way of doing this. So anyway, I've came up with, as you see, I've done a tweed. I've done 2 tweed ones for to match my bag. So, and look, the cable is sticking out. And because your work is in the middle here, I've only just started this sock last night, it's not coming out in any way. So let's show you what it looks like. So right, I have got an open flap here and a sealed one at that end with your 2, as all normal, poppers to keep everything close, you know, nice and tidy in the bag. And then on here, obviously you've got, these are the new Addi unicorns. Wow. I'll talk about those later. They've got the your cable all free, and then you pop it on like that, and then pop these either side of, like that, you see? So let me know what you think. So anyone out there that obviously do their magic loop, let me know what you think. If you think that's a good idea, and then I will obviously make some more and pop them in the shop. Definitely make some more. There's the other one. So I did do 2 because I do 2 socks at a time, don't I? So there's the other one. So, and it's all got wadding inside, so they're all padded, so they keep everything nice and secure inside. They are shorter than the DPNs, but obviously there's a little bit more work into them. Yeah, so because obviously you're only, I measured my needles and there's plenty of room because the actual, let's have a look. Yeah, so when it's in there, it's up against there, it lays right there. So, and it keeps everything all secure. So you've got your yarn cozy this end and your magic loop needle sock that end, so it's all together like that. So let me know what you think, and as I say, I will if you think they're a good idea, I will make some and pop them in the shop. I am hoping to get a notions pouch made as well, but I just ran out of time. So if I don't get one made this side of you know, Christmas, it doesn't matter really, does it? I have got some notion pouches, but it would have been nice to have a tweed one. But there we go. So yes, so that's all the making. So for the week, a lot of making. Okay then, right, so now we are going to go into the nice. As I said, I have 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's been posted, and 1 that's actually been given to me in person. Gifts downstairs, but as I say, you will see all those on Thursday, so it's going to be a busy Vlogmas. Yes, so I'll mention all the people and everything on Thursday. Okay then, right, and then my lovely friend Anne, and I've spoken about Anne before. She is also a fellow podcaster, and she did, was it the beginning of this month? Oh, forgive me, Anne, I can't remember if it was the beginning of this month or the end of last month. She did her first cross stitch retreat. Now Anne is a multi-crafter like me. She knits, she crochets, she cross stitches, she does it all, and we've got a visitor, there we go. And she sent me over, because she's over the other side of the pond, and she sent me over a beautiful gift. She's called Toby Knits, and that's her little dog Toby. He's just adorable. And yeah, that is their little card. And with the retreat, they got, come on over here, good boy. They all got given at the retreat a Toby Knits needle minder with a pumpkin on, and she sent me one. Look at that. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's a needle minder, and that was actually made for her at True North Minders. Erica Sage, that's her business card. And also in the package, I can't wait to use these. I've kept everything out so I can, now I've shown you, I can start using them. She also made me some stitch markers. Look, aren't they beautiful? She does have her own, she does make project bags and stuff like that. So yeah, and needle binders and that, all in her shop. So yeah, Toby Knits, there we go. Also, as I've mentioned before, she's just opened up her Facebook group, and it's a lot of fun over there. So anybody like to pop over or even watch her YouTube channel, because Anne really is good fun. And yeah, her and her husband Bob, bless, they haven't been too well last week. So sending love and hugs to you both. So we're hoping to actually have our very first FaceTime soon after Christmas. So that'll be really good fun. Especially the way me and her talk, because we do talk a lot. Okay then, right, yes, right, let's get this out. Now we have the naughty. Now, have I got, should have one in here not opened, not on anything, right. Managed to get, because apparently Addi has even run out of this size. Yes. It's the 80 centimetre 2.5 Addi unicorn needles. I will say they are amazing, absolutely amazing. And as you see, I will get this one out. They do have, I don't know if you can see that, there you go, a twist on it, just like a unicorn horn basically. The connection between the cable and the needle is lovely. It's rounded on the top, which is the way, because you know I'm a big Addi fan, a massive Addi fan. My other one that I'm actually using, that I cast on last night, when I got these, when they arrived, I was so excited. And I sat down and I got my blanket on my lap, and Elmo, he got on my lap and everything. I went like that, and he caught on with his teeth. He hasn't put a hole in it, but he's put a dent in it, and I can't get the dent out. And I said to Glenn, look at this, look, it's supposed to go like this. And you can see here it's got a dent. He's there at the moment. So yeah, oh dear me. But anyway, they're still using them. I can still use them fine. But I have got another 4 in the post somewhere. 2 unfortunately have been lost, but I'm hoping that they have just been on delayed because of the postal strike, and another 2 have been sent. That yeah, so because I would like to cast on Glenn's gingerbread, you see, so I'm hoping. But look at the packaging, it's so cool. So come on, Addi, get your fingers out, we need some more of these. Because I know there's a lot of people waiting on them. But honestly, they are just amazing needles. They really are. They say they're supposed to massage. What does it say here? Try and find the bit that I can read. There you go. Massages the hands while knitting. And I tell you what, I say I've been getting no pain. So I don't know if it's anything to do with the needles or because I've changed to a different technique. I don't know. But they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I sent a picture to my Rebecca when I got them, saying, when I start knitting your socks, obviously I ain't told her about those ones. When I start knitting your socks, they're going to be knitted on the pink cables with unicorn horns. Ooh, she goes. Oh my gosh. Right then, now back to an old section that hasn't been around for a long time. But as I say, I popped into the charity shop this morning, and my gosh, I was hoping to drop some bits off that I've got in the boot of the car, but they weren't taking any more in. Apparently they've got enough out there, so it's a bit of a shame really, because they're all coats. I did say they're coats, but we'll find somewhere else to take them. But I was meant to pop in there, is all I can say. So this is what I found in the charity shop. Exciting. Now, in my collection of Emma Bridgewater mugs, I've got spring, couple for spring, one for Christmas and one for winter, really, because but I use my winter one through Christmas as well, because that's got a robin on it. I've obviously got my Halloween, because you can't go wrong with that Halloween. Well, I can't. And then I've got like flowers, my sweet peas and all that a lot for the summer, and I've got spring lands and so on. But the one I didn't have was the poppy. I didn't have that one. This looks absolutely brand new, because you can see with the Emma Bridgewater in where the handle is, sometimes they have that, you know, when you see them out, they have a little mark. And I got this for £1. I can't believe it. It's a Royal British Legion World War I Centenary 1918 to 2018 Emma Bridgewater. And wow, I got it for £1. I am just so excited. I finally got a poppy one. The only thing I would like now in Emma Bridgewater is a plate. Just a tea plate, so I can have my biscuits on when I'm drinking my cup of tea. But oh, I'm just so chuffed. So chuffed I actually got a poppy one. So I was meant to go there this morning. And, excuse the rustling, but I haven't taken out the bag yet. These for £1. Different dye lots, but it won't bother me, because I'm thinking of using them for something anyway. And it's navy yarn. Oh, it's taped up. Stylecraft Special 4-ply, and you don't very often see their 4-ply around, do you? 2 balls for £1. So, you know, bargain. You can't complain, because they're like over £2 a ball now, I think, and I got like 50p a ball there, and it looks like nothing's been taken out of them either. So yep, chuffed with that. So that was my other bargain. Oh, and I got myself a top, but obviously that's got to be washed. Okay then, right, I think that's it for today. I'm just going to turn you around so you can see what my little lad is up to. Hold on a moment. Little paws crossed, look. Elmy. Elmo. Elmy. Oh, that clicky noise, eh? Look at him. Washes his paws, it makes me laugh. So, I am now going to go and jump in the bath, because Glenn and I are actually popping out tomorrow. And so Wednesday we have got What Have You Been Up To Wednesday. There is quite a few, so I'll be doing that. Thursday's the big one. I'm so excited. So excited. So, and there's going to be a lot of Vlogmases this year, which is really, really good. So, okay then. I think that is it for the day. So I'm going to have to get him off that blanket, because he's not allowed in this room unsupervised, unfortunately, because he gets everywhere, as you all know. Okay then, right, so I'm going to jump in the bath. I will see you all on Wednesday. So as always, please take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye.